What's going on, you guys? Back at you again today. Yesterday we started discussing kind of a little bit of training philosophy, kind of understanding more of as far as our application, what we try to get out of workouts and certain things, and we're going to carry that into today. So yesterday we started discussing the energy systems, a little bit more scientific. Today we're going to get a little bit of mathematics. All right. So once again, you guys, sorry if you're looking for a little bit something different today. Today we're going to get into a little bit of mathematic equation stuff. So that's going to lead us into our discussion on intensity. Okay, so every day we typically brief the workout and discuss not only what time frame we're looking for, but also we discuss the intensity side in which we're trying to get. And it doesn't mean when we're talking about intensity, we're not relating that to how much you sweat, how much you sizzle and flop around on the floor, how hard it is, how much your face gets red, how much you grunt, how much you groan, how elaborate the workout is. What we're trying to get you guys is what the workout that we can plug it into can actually be applied in a mathematical equation that will convert it to how much work is being done in how much time. Okay, so the simplest way we're gonna look at this, you guys, is the more work we can get done in the shorter amount of time expresses the amount of intensity or the amount of power in which we're working at, and that's going to be the missing link into which is going to have on your performance and on your fitness level. Okay, so let's get into that. So intensity, you guys, is going to be expressed in the equation up here. Okay, so intensity is synonymous with power, and that is force times distance divided by time equals power or intensity. Okay, so what we mean by that, you guys, is the more load or the more work you can get done and move it over a further distance and divided by that time will equate to your power. The higher power that equates to, the more work you're getting done, thus the more intense the workout, and in turn the better results you're going to get. Okay, so we're going to go over 3 different examples on this, you guys, as far as workouts go. Now there are a lot of different variables we can kind of put in this thing, you guys. We're going to kind of make the distance portion of this just one. Okay, so when it comes to workout, everyone's going to be a little bit different depending on limb length, range of motion, those kind of things. So we're going to just kind of make that variable today just one, just so we can get this expression a little bit easier as far as what we're going for. Okay, so in example 1, we got athlete A. What we're going to be doing, they're going to be moving 100 pounds. Okay, so they're going to be moving 100 pounds. They're going to do it 5 reps. And they're going to do that for 10 sets, okay? So that's going to be equated out to 5,000 pounds over the 10 sets in which that athlete is going to move, all right? Now, what we do that, we'll take that as we did 5 reps every minute on the minute for 10 sets, okay? So that was 60 seconds, all right? So we did 60 seconds per set times 10 sets. Comes out to 600 seconds, okay? So that's your time variable, all right? So we had 5,000 pounds divided by 600 seconds. That brings it out to 8.3 pounds per second that you're moving, okay? So every second that you're going through that workout, you're moving 8.3 pounds in each second, okay? Now athlete B is going to go through a little bit different time frame, okay? So same thing, they're moving 100 pounds, 5 reps for 10 sets on that. That equates to 5,000 pounds. Now that athlete's going to be moving that a little bit quicker, okay? So instead of doing every minute on the minute, they're going to go every 45 seconds. They're going to perform 5 reps on that, okay? So that's 45 seconds times 10 sets. That equates out to 450 seconds, okay? Now that comes out to 11.1 pounds per second, okay? So we can see right there that athlete's still moving the same amount of weight, but they're doing it in a faster time. So in turn, their power output is going to be about 3 pounds or 3 pounds per second difference. So that output is going to be a little bit higher. In turn, that workout is going to be at a higher intensity rate, okay? Now the last part, you guys, this comes into that scaling talk, okay? This comes back into our scaling method of this, okay? So we can put this in, but say, for example, athlete C, 100 pounds would be a little bit high for them, where if they did 100 pounds, they couldn't move it as quickly as and efficiently, and so it'd probably have to equate to them moving it, maybe a minute 15, a minute 05, something along those lines where they'd have to bring it down and move that weight a little bit slower, but instead they scale it back to 90 pounds, and in turn they still do 5 reps times 10 sets, but they're able to move that barbell faster. So it's every 35 seconds they're going to be doing 5 reps times 10 sets, which is going to bring that to 350 seconds of total work. But they're 90 pounds times 5 reps, that's going to be 4,500 pounds. So they're not moving quite as much load, but they're moving it faster. And in turn, their intensity rate is going to be 12.875 pounds per second, okay? So the point we're trying to make out of this, you guys, is the intensity rate. That's what we're shooting for, okay? So you can see in these 3 examples, by not always going heavy or heavier and slow, are we going to get the most benefit out of our butt, or most benefit out of the workout, or most bang for our buck, okay? So by more times than not, you guys, by scaling it down, you can see it's only maybe 10 pounds difference, but I can move that load at a significantly faster rate, and in turn, I can get a much higher output, which in turn is going to get my fitness level cranked through the roof, okay? So a lot of times when we're talking about intensity, you guys, think of it in these terms, okay? Think of it as far, I know we're not all math majors. Believe me, I'm not the best at math. It took me forever to even put this on the board. But what we're looking for, you guys, is to try to get you guys understanding that, okay? I know I can move 90 pounds in 35 seconds. I know if I go 100 pounds, it's going to take me a minute 15, a minute 20, a minute 10, whatever. That's going to bring my intensity rate down, which is going to affect my overall fitness and my overall goal, which I'm trying to attain to, okay? So a lot of times, swallow your pride. Guys out there, swallow your manhood. It's not you're going to get your man card taken from you. It's a lot of times it's thinking about the overall picture and overall goal in which you're trying to achieve, okay? So that's what we're talking about today, you guys. Intensity is really what we're meaning, okay? It's not a factor of how hard the workout is, not a factor of, what your face looks like while you're going through it. It's all about applying this. Force times distance divided by time equals power. Just think, you guys, we're trying to move large loads, long distances quickly, okay? The more we can do that, the more power we're going to output, the better our fitness is going to be overall, okay? So hopefully this helps you. That's our intensity talk, you guys. Let's keep this learning train going. Let's have some fun. Accomplish this week. Later, y'all.